Awesome. So hello, everyone. My name is Liz Lembke, and I am so excited to greet you guys and welcome you here to the L&D Cares Career Growth Summit 2. Woo! And now I will pass it on to my infamous co-host.
Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. We're so excited to be here. This is just going to be an amazing day of learning ahead and amazing 4 days, actually. We're so glad you've joined us for this, and we'll bounce it over to our other co-host.
Who's going incognito, but she's really there.
Oh, are we welcoming another representative here? Okay, I wasn't sure who was up next, but yes, we are so excited. God, everyone's here, and more than anything, we just want you to sit back, relax, and have a wonderful experience. We can't say enough. I can't say. I'll personalize this. Enough good things about this group of sincere, outstanding L&D professionals. So please make the most of this day.
So, thank you, Bridget. Saira.
Hi, everyone. Good morning from the Big Apple, and I'm very excited to see so many bright and shining faces. I can see you even when I can't see you. So very excited to kickstart this for the next 4 days.
Wonderful. Yay. Okay. Well, as you can see, this is absolutely a group effort. And today is day one, where we're really going to be focusing on that aspect of landing that position, being a job seeker, and what are those things that we need to remember about really being humane in this process, and also being kind to ourselves as we're looking for those next steps in our career. So to kind of take you through a little bit what we're going to be doing with you throughout the next couple of hours, we're going to take you through a small kind of presentation. But one thing to remember throughout the day: this is a browser-based application. If something goes weird, what do, my dear friends?
Refresh.
Refresh, exactly. So that will be the tweet of the day. If anything is weird, just hit refresh, and that ought to help. Okay. So I, again, Liz Lembke, Chief Talent Navigator at Transforming Talent, and the lead for the L&D Cares Career Growth Summit 2.0. And like I said, just absolutely a combined team effort. And it really came together around this question around what can we do to co-create a better path forward in career growth. And focusing really in our lens on around learning and talent job seekers. And saying, okay, what can we do together if we get all of the different stakeholders around L&D, learning and talent professionals, the recruiters, the sourcers, talent acquisition, the professional organizations and the vendors that we have in the learning and talent space, as well as the learning and talent researchers. What could we do if we were to tackle this to really make it not something that we dread in terms of our career growth, but something that actually excites us and fills us with verve? And then here there are a couple of principles that we have around L&D Cares. And this is really quite simple. And so be it from our cohorts, be it in the subgroups that we have, be it in the resources that we share. So L&D Cares provides resources, support, and assistance to help people with a passion for talent development succeed in reframing and or reinventing their careers. And this one is really key and cornerstone to us as a team and group is this aspect of do not look for a job like the one you have. Look at the work you have potential for and are capable of. Because the future of work is social, adaptive, and very personal. Soft is the new hard, and uncertainty is the new black. And then don't just talk about, but actually talk with. Because as always, we really realize as we bring these different communities together that we are the honeycomb. And with that, I will turn it over to Trish.
Yes, and thinking about that, and just to build on what you said, it is really that talking with, and that's what I love about this summit, this platform. There's going to be a lot of chances to talk with people. It's not just going to be attending sessions and listening to. We have the tables and those types of places, and the talent fairs afterwards, and even the speed networking, which is a lot of fun. But it's a great way to talk with others and to really interact and make that, like Liz was mentioning, learning is growth, and all those things are personal these days. So you can really step up and connect with people here, and that's why we're also so glad you're here. And now if we go forward, we can look at what's coming up for the next 4 days. So today, as Liz mentioned, the big idea is, how do I find that job? And again, with what she said, is not just finding a job, it's finding the job, the one that you want to grow into, your next step in your career, not just what you've done in the past, but what you can do in the future and what really resonates with you. Our main focus today, of course, is resources, tips. We have some amazing speakers who'll be talking about everything from ways to use LinkedIn to setting up your portfolio. Gosh, there's just so many different sessions today, and I really hope you'll be able to enjoy and take part in them all. And then at the end of each day of the 4 days, you can see we do have talent fairs. And those are kind of those chances, as we say, to kind of visit people at booths or tables and really talk about like different roles or different people's experiences, that type of thing. On day 2, tomorrow, which is Wednesday, I keep thinking it's Tuesday.
I know, right?
Blur's Day.
Right along with us with the day 1s and day 2. We constantly had to remind ourselves that we are not starting on the Monday.
Exactly. It's so funny. But anyways, tomorrow we can say, tomorrow is really about where learning is going and what are, the needs of what's going to be needed tomorrow. So not just tomorrow, physically tomorrow, but in the general sense of tomorrow. So, what is the learning, what's the impact of learning going to be going forward? And how is that going to really, play out in the L&D space? So, it's going to be a good chance to really hear some amazing speakers. Again, we've got every day is filled with amazing speakers. But it's going to be a really good chance just to kind of get that mindset going for, okay, what's next? How are we going to get there? And what are we going to do for it? And again, with the talent fair at the end of the day, talking about different people's L&D careers. So you'll have a chance to talk with people who have been in the industry, who can then share their stories and their experiences. Day 3, which is Thursday, is talking about the science of adult learning. So, talking about not only how we can help others learn, but how do we learn? And really getting that deep understanding from the science perspective. We've got some neuroscience experts on. We've got, a lot of people who will be talking about, what goes behind the scenes in that respect, and in the brains and in the learning science, and getting a deep understanding of that. Storytelling is another really great session. I know that's been a bit of a buzzword in the industry, and so we're going to look at that too, and just different ways you can use these sciences to bring learning home to your learners. And that talent fair that day is going to be focused on your own development and different resources that you can use. There's also, as you'll learn for the next 2 days, the L&D Cares community has a lot of different resources. There's booths in the arena about it. There's some different ways that you can connect and really help yourself, grow your career. Day 4, which is Friday, is going to be talking about the social learning and how connected it is, and how we can really embrace being connected with each other. And, talking about how to set up those social learning networks, tech events like this, for example, and the L&D Cares community, because there's so many different ways to participate and be a part of this. But again, with some amazing speakers talking about just topics that are just, hard to even imagine. Keynote sessions, we've got so much good stuff. I'm just so excited for everyone and on all the great things you're going to learn in the next 4 days.
Couldn't agree more. Awesome. Thank you, Trish. Perfect. And then, it says Talent Fair Social Networking Focused, and it's basically a partying, but, there's going to be a little bit of learning in there. But essentially, we're going to have a celebration together. Okay. So, and this is then the question, what am I looking forward to as a day host? Bridget, would you like to start us up here?
Absolutely. Liz, when we were preparing for things a few days back, I was just saying, I attended the first summit in September, and it was truly, I don't mean to be dramatic, but life-changing. I connected with so many great people. What I want to encourage everyone, if this is your first go or second go at the Career Growth Summit, is be intentional. As Trish said, we are here to do this together with each other. So connect with people, go to those tables, talk offline. Really what happened for me is it just really expanded my network. I was told about the summit, I attended, and I have a whole new community because of it. So really take advantage of this time. Everyone's here because we want to help each other. So my hope is that everyone leaves feeling satisfied and having expanded their network.
I love it. Thank you, Bridget. Appreciate that. Saira?
Sorry. Hi. So this is my first time at the summit, and I'm actually a volunteer here. So it's been an amazing opportunity to network with so many wonderful people, and we have a great lineup of speakers. So I would just say, that I love this whole platform, AirMeet. You get to meet so many people, not only learn from the speakers, take that time to network, because I can say that networking boosts your morale. You get to meet and learn from so many different people other than the speakers. And of course, like, Trish shared, we have all the arena and the lounge and the career fair. There are so many resources there to support you. So take maximum advantage.
Perfect. Trish?
What I'm looking forward to most is I'm visualizing the people who are just going to get so many aha moments. The light bulbs are going to go off. They're going to get a great tip on LinkedIn. They're going to discover a new way to search for their position. They're going to, really resonate with the speaker and make those connections. And I'm looking forward to hearing about the stories. I want to hear, when people find a new position because of something they learned here, or because of someone they met, or, all of those positive things that are going to be coming from this. We're all on the action aspect. So I'm really looking forward to just hearing what happens and how this resonates going forward.
I love it. Thank you, Trish. I love it. So for me, what I'm really looking forward to is exactly the same thing. So the connections, and what I'd like to perhaps say is the connections across communities. One of the things that's quite beautiful is I have a huge shout out to my talent acquisition friends, my 4 blondes, and all my other friends from the Sourcing Summit community. So one thing that we really try to do is say, how do we bring the different communities that we are in together in terms of how can we share different perspectives to look out of perhaps at times our siloed point of view, and take that step back and ask the question of, who are we doing this for? What does good look like, out of that perspective of who's really going to have that impact? So I am so excited to have this cross mix of people here in the room talking about how do I land that job, and looking at it just beyond the kind of okay, I'm tracking how many applications, to this piece of what am I applying to? Saira, you said it so well. It's like, okay, here, am I making a choice out of love or out of fear? And so as we look to what is that next step in your career, also taking that opportunity to do a little bit of a self-check to say, okay, where am I and where do I want to take my next step? Alrighty. So with that, I'm going to ask you guys, this is going to be the constant. You will see this every single day. We will ask you what you want to learn and what you want to experience. So we would not be in learning if we didn't always have a Post-it or something to write on. So I'd like you guys to take this last little bit and to write down just for yourselves, what do you want to learn and what do you want to experience today? Okay? And if some of you would be so kind as to put it into the chat, that would be awesome. Because as always, it's all about co-accountability. We can't have it that we're just facilitating and passively, just listening. We have to get in and get in. Okay.
Well, it's also about setting that intention and really thinking about being active in your learning. It's not just, absorbing whatever is being told. It's okay, what am I looking for here? What, this is my time, and what do I want to experience? What do I want to learn? What am I going to get out of today? It's that with them, right?
Exactly. So well said. I love it. Yes. Being intentional. Yes, exactly. So networking, connections. I love it. Oh, we have Dubai in the house. I love it. Meet new people, learn information that helped me towards my career. Beautiful. All right. Connect with others with L&D opportunities. Beautiful. Exactly. Also from that side. So I can't thank you more. I can say we're going to kick it off. We're basically going to be going into our next session, which is then going to be a panel where we are going to be looking at what does this look like in real life? And I hope you join us. So with that, reframe. See you in a bit. Thanks, everyone.